Alright, it's 11:30 p.m. June 17th, Thursday, of course. Um, let's start with Naruto like always. Alright, episode 165 of Shippuden. Is a pretty good episode. I don't know, we're still in the pain arc and all that, but slightly more slower episode compared to the last two, I would say. But still a good episode. There's gonna be definitely a crazy plot event next episode, which is awesome. Can't wait for that. But yeah, I'd say it was a good episode. Alright, next we have the manga, which was of course chapter 499. And holy shit, this chapter is fucking crazy. It's like, I don't even know how to describe it. It was crazy. Like, I don't know. It was like, it was good, and it like explained a bunch of stuff, and I don't know. Like, we finally find out what Naruto really is, and like what his mom was, and I don't know. He's definitely ascended a few more power levels. It's gonna be crazy though. Like when he actually fights like another Akatsuki member or something. I don't know. They have like this weird scaling system though. Like who's left in the Akatsuki? Like Zetsu and like Zetsu, Sasuke of course, Madara. I don't know if Kisame died or what. Like I was kind of confused by that. But I don't know. They have like this weird scaling system where like no matter how much more powerful Naruto will get, they'll be pretty much evenly. Except for, of course, the bad guy has to be slightly stronger, so Naruto can overpower him, and it's stupid, but it's gonna be interesting to see. Next we had Bleach chapter 275. It was okay episode. I'm not really into the Espada fight between like the Espadas and the Soul Society. I've never really been into that kind of stuff. It just, I don't know. I don't really like any of the characters, I suppose. Like, who do they have fighting? Toshiro or Hitsugaya, whatever you call him. And, Halibel or Halibel. And then they also had, shit, I forgot her name, but they're, she's like the leader of the assassins or whatever, I don't know what the hell you call her, but yeah, she was fighting that old guy, and I don't know, it's a pretty interesting part of the fight. And I also read Bleach 408 this week, chapter 408 that is. And it was a pretty good chapter. They're definitely going to slow down for the next few chapters though, because of, it's like, every anime does like this weird, like the main character has to become stronger, so he has to go train for a few days, and they're pretty much at that point. They're in like this hyperbolic time chamber type thing. If you're familiar with DBZ, you'll know what I'm talking about. Basically, he's training inside of this, like, I suppose it's a different universe or a different world, and their time is different than the Soul Society time. So outside it's only gonna be 1 hour, but inside it's gonna be like 2,000 hours, they said. And he's like trying to learn the final technique, and it's getting crazy. But yeah, that was a pretty good chapter too. There was a lot of talking, but I like talking, especially when they're explaining a lot of like interesting stuff. And then finally we had One Piece episode 455, which covered more Nakama whereabout. This week we had Robin and Usopp. I think the Robin episode like covered a little bit more than the Usopp one did. It felt longer, but it's pretty interesting. She's like locked up in prison or whatever, and I guess there's like a resistance trying to break out all the slaves and overthrow the government or whatever. But yeah, the Robin part was pretty serious and all that. Pretty cool. She beats a lot of people up. Then the Usopp episode was kind of, it was slightly funny, but it was only like 5 or 6 minutes long. I didn't really feel that long. And I don't know. I don't understand how he's gonna get off his island. You see, what I think will happen is Well, I don't know. They don't have each other's cards, so they obviously all have to go meet Rayleigh somewhere. But it's gonna be interesting to see how he gets off his island, because it's like a island that devours itself. All right, so last Thursday pretty much just chilled out. Um, Friday, played a lot of Phantasy Star Universe. Saturday, One Piece, of course, and more Phantasy Star, Pokemon Silver. Been switching between those two. Um, then on Sunday, the new Full Metal Alchemist episode was out. We have like probably 2 or 3 more episodes left, and it's a pretty good episode. A lot of fighting and more. We're gonna beat the bad guy and all that good stuff. Uh, Monday, pretty much just played Pokemon Silver all day. I'm at the Elite Four now, so I've been trying to train up so I can finally beat that game and get it out of my life. I don't know. It's hard getting back into Pokemon after I haven't played it in like 5 or 6 years. Tuesday, pretty much the new Bleach episode, and I played a lot of Phantasy Star, trying to hit level 80 before I have to do my update tomorrow. Wednesday, pretty much same old, same old. Yeah, pretty much just PSU and Pokemon Silver. And then, of course, Thursday we had the new chapters and Naruto episode. I don't know. I really didn't play too much stuff. I played Phantasy Star probably for, I don't know, I'd say maybe 6 hours. Time just flew by. It's crazy.